Growing up in the lower Ninth Ward, there was rarely reason to go anywhere outside our little closed circle as a kid. Most of the people in lower Ninth Ward owned their homes. Everybody knew everybody, you know. Everybody was poor, but we didn't know that we were poor because everybody else was poor. For me, it was wonderful. Music was always around, just like the air you breathe, you know, or the food. I've been playing bass since I was 13 or 14. Bass and drums, you know, that's like the foundation, you know, and if you got a solid foundation, you can put anything on top of it. Everybody has a role to play, and I cherish my role. For Katrina itself, when it hit, I had just gotten back from a 2-week tour in Brazil. And it took me a few weeks before I was able to actually get back into the city. I'd seen some coverage on CNN and stuff like that, but I really wasn't ready for what I actually saw in real time. It was so quiet. That's not natural, you know, that's not New Orleans. Each one of us, when we grew up and left home, my mother made us a quilt. I remember her saying, you know, baby, Mom don't have much, but I hope that this quilt will keep you and your loved ones warm. When I got back to my home, there was no ceiling, no walls, no, you know, just studs. And I stood there and I saw that quilt and I picked it up and it just literally just disintegrated and fell apart in my hand. I had my bass with me. I had my driver's license, I had my passport, so I knew some kind of way I would be able to make a living. But it was just trying to get my feet back on the ground here in the city. My focus was really zeroed in on the music more and more because of the absence.
I am from New Orleans, Louisiana, born and raised. My dad used to just surround me with music. He was a band director in New Orleans. Everything that he has done in music, I was always involved in. Music is playing 24/7 in New Orleans, like everywhere. I think that's the thing that connects us the most. When Katrina happened, I was just about to turn 1 year old. My mom worked for the government at the time, and they relocated everybody from New Orleans to Jackson, Mississippi. And then my dad, he was living in Lafayette. It was either I was with my dad, granny, or Jackson, Mississippi, but it was like constant rotation. For my family, financially, it was rough. Trying to survive off a dead city, it was hard. You can't make money if there's no money flowing through. And Katrina really just took it away. The people that was actually there trying to work and trying to get their lives started back up again had struggled for a good while.
I heard about the Musicians Village from an event I attended at Tipitina's uptown. Habitat had a table set up and they were encouraging people to sign up and apply. As opposed to a down payment on a home, you would actually put in sweat equity, come out and work so many hours, a day, a week, a month. It was like a cacophony, like a organized chaos. Everybody was working on everybody else's house, and everybody worked within your ability. A hammer, a broom, picking up nails, or a paintbrush. And everybody's mind was in a good place because we were rebuilding, we were coming back. Because of that program, I'm able to sit here with you today and talk to you in my home. Getting to know different other musicians, you know, and the camaraderie that's, even though everybody's busy with their life, the moral support that everybody gives each other, you know, I really appreciate that. I really do. I did music therapy and art therapy. And this was just charcoal, and she was just asking me questions and gave me charcoal and a piece of paper and said, just draw whatever you feel, and that's me. Through the Musicians Clinic, they made it available to have these sessions just to assess your overall mental wellness and everything. And I was really concerned about it. I didn't want to isolate. I'd done isolation because of the pandemic and everything, and I didn't want to become a recluse. The therapy session basically reaffirmed that we all went through some type of PTSD as a result of the hurricane and the loss and devastation, but rejuvenation and rebuilding, resilience, and let the living take care of the living, let the dead take care of the dead. That's yeah.
I was 6 years old and my dad gave me a cornet. He made me practice like at least an hour a day, every single day. When I started at the Musician Village at the Ellis Marsalis Center, I was 7 and I came to the summer program for the first time. It was just a blessing, honestly. This program, this center, taught me so much. The way that you dress, coming into a meeting, shaking everybody's hand, looking them in the eyes, collabing with people, networking with people. I learned how to balance a checkbook in here. Those are the things that will carry you in life.
The crown jewel of Musician Village is the Ellis Marsalis Center for Music around the corner.
This is the heartbeat of the Ninth Ward. The first Tuesday every month, they host concerts here. Every program cycle, they have like a recital at the end of it. A lot of older people from the community come to. The students are performing for everybody. It just creates connections and communities, and it preserves the culture, really. Going into my freshman year, I went on a tour with Wynton Marsalis and Harry Connick. Those 2 trips really made it just like, okay, you can really do this. You really can actually go make a living off of this. It just shaped my dedication to music. My major at Tennessee State University is commercial music, emphasis in technology. I want to be a music producer. I want to make music for artists all over the world. I want to learn music from all over the world. I want to start a record label called We Love Artists. That's my biggest goal. I just really want to push people that have so much talent but lack the social media presence. It definitely reflects the Ellis Marsalis Center in a lot of ways, honestly. Future generations of people are becoming better people because of programs like these in New Orleans, like the Ellis Marsalis Center.
Whatever it is, the arts speak to the human condition. What we do as musicians has value. It does matter, it does make a difference.
In my soul, I feel like my music is different because I have the New Orleans touch and the New Orleans flair to it. This program taught me how to get through adversity and just, show up. Be proud of what you are. Be confident about what you are.
Ellis has passed since the opening of it, but his legacy is set. It's secure. They're making sure that it is passed on, the knowledge, the joy, the necessity of it.